Welcome back, treasure hunters and mystery lovers. Today, we're diving deep, and I mean deep, into Season 12, Episode 19 of The Curse of Oak Island, and let me tell you, this one has it all: gold coin rumors, iron boxes, underground obstructions, and maybe, just maybe, the greatest breakthrough this team has ever seen. But this isn't just about hitting a chunk of metal underground. No, friend, this is about the tantalizing possibility that centuries of stories, losses, booby traps, and sheer grit have finally led to something tangible. Something real. An iron box that may very well contain the very thing we've all been waiting for. Picture this: RP2, the shaft that has slowly become the heartbeat of Oak Island's latest treasure hunt, is now approaching its critical depth, around 118 feet. It's a crisp morning, the dig is on, and excitement is in the air. The sound of machinery roars, the team watches every move, and then, it happens. The hammer grab hits something unexpected. Solid. Dense. Heavy. That didn't sound like rock, someone says. And they're right. This obstruction doesn't have the dull thud of stone or the crumble of earth. This has the clang of metal. It's different. It's deliberate. Could it be a chest? Now, let me tell you something. Back in 1861, reports claimed that diggers struck what they believed to be two treasure chests at a depth of 110 feet. And guess what? That depth lines up frighteningly close to where the team is now in RP2. So, when this obstruction hits, the implications aren't lost on anyone. They're thinking what we're all thinking: did we just find the real thing? The crew carefully examines the spoils. And there it is, rusted iron, fragments of something once sealed and secure. It's not random. It's not natural. It's manufactured. We're talking iron strapping, the kind you'd wrap around a chest, maybe even one holding, dare we say it, gold coins. We've seen these kinds of clues before. Pieces of iron, curved and aged, sometimes mistaken for nothing more than scrap. But this time, the iron tells a different story. The shape, the density, the corrosion, everything points to a container. And not just any container, one designed to last, to protect, and to conceal. Let's pause here. Why would someone, hundreds of years ago, build a chest from iron, bury it more than 100 feet underground, and surround it with traps and flooding tunnels? The answer is simple: because what's inside is worth protecting. We're talking about something with serious value, perhaps even royal or religious significance. And when you combine that with the medieval symbols, the Templar references, and the French naval logs previously found, it's not a stretch, it's a pattern. The Oak Island team has always juggled competing theories: Templar treasure, pirate plunder, royal riches, even Shakespearean manuscripts. But when you start hitting solid iron boxes below a network of booby-trap tunnels, something shifts. This isn't just folklore anymore. This is evidence. Cold, hard, iron-bound evidence. The digging slows down, not because of failure, but because now every move counts. One wrong swing and whatever is down there could be lost or destroyed. So the team goes slow, methodical, and fully focused. They begin pulling up more wood, more iron, fragments of a structure, maybe a collapsed tunnel, maybe a vault. Everything points to human hands having been here, centuries ago. And remember, the original money pit was said to be lined with oak platforms at 10-foot intervals, going down to 90 feet. That's a blueprint, and it's matching what's being pulled up today. The deeper they go, the more the original legend begins to feel not so legendary. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The iron box theory isn't new. But it's always been unconfirmed. Many claimed the chests found in 1861 were wishful thinking. That they misinterpreted debris. That saltwater and fatigue played tricks on their minds. But today, with sonar tech, carbon dating, and years of experience under their belts, the Leginas and their crew are armed with more than just hope. They've got data. They've got geological markers. And most importantly, they've got results. Artifacts dated to the mid-1700s. Iron straps from potential chests. French pottery bearing the fleur-de-lis. All signs point toward a coordinated effort to hide something valuable on Oak Island, and now it seems that mystery has a physical address, right beneath RP2. You see, treasure doesn't always glimmer at first sight. Sometimes it's rusty, buried deep, and surrounded by questions. But each item pulled from that shaft tells a story. One of human endeavor, of secrets carried across oceans, of something so valuable, perhaps spiritually or politically, that it had to be hidden at all costs. Here's the thing, friend, what they've hid could be the lid of everything. Not metaphorically, but literally. The top of an iron box, sealed shut, nestled in Oak Island's belly for over 250 years. We're not just treasure hunting here, we're piecing together the fragments of forgotten history. And every time the hammer grab descends into the earth, the anticipation is electric. The mystery deepens. Because while the treasure may be physical, the real reward is unlocking the truth. What kind of people would go to these lengths? What were they hiding? And why Oak Island? These are the questions that fuel the dig. That keep Rick and Marty going. That keep us watching. So, what's next? The team will continue excavating RP2 with surgical precision. Every inch matters. Every sound from below could signal discovery or danger. They're scanning for voids. Measuring water pressure. Carefully lifting layer by layer. And all eyes are on that mysterious obstruction, possibly the greatest find in Oak Island's modern history. The deeper they go, the more consistent the materials become with the original descriptions from 1804, 1849, and 1861. That's not coincidence. That's confirmation. And here's a crazy theory, friend, what if this isn't just one chest, but part of a cache of valuables, hidden like a Russian doll, one chamber inside the next, a maze of misdirection and traps, all designed to throw off grave robbers and protect a secret that could shake the world. That's not fantasy. That's Oak Island. And here's what really gets my heart pounding, friends, if this obstruction is what we think it is, it would finally validate centuries of speculation. Every theorist who believed in pirate treasure, the Knights Templar, or even ancient maritime explorers, all of them might be vindicated. Think about it. After over 200 years of failed digs, lost shafts, and endless theories, we could finally have physical proof that something was intentionally buried on Oak Island. Now let's zoom in on the details that matter. The metallurgy team was called in to analyze those iron fragments. Early tests suggest the iron is not just corroded debris, it's wrought iron, hand-forged, and likely crafted in the 17th or 18th century. That alone aligns perfectly with the time frames of the Duke d'Anville expedition, or even earlier, possibly back to Spanish or Portuguese colonial presence in the area. Could this obstruction be part of a larger cache sealed off by a secretive group with ties to European royalty? Meanwhile, back on Lot 5, a ceramic shard recovered was identified as Asbury ware, an English pottery style produced between 1720 and 1760. Why does that matter? Because it means someone of considerable means was active on the island during that exact window, right when numerous treasure theories say the deposit was made. It paints a vivid picture, men hauling goods from ships, sealing them in reinforced containers, and possibly creating an elaborate underground system to guard them for generations. You know what else is wild? The behavior of the island itself. Many who've spent time digging here believe Oak Island has its own energy, like it hides what it wants and reveals clues only when it's ready. It's almost poetic that the team found this potential iron box right now, when they're armed with the technology, the historical data, and the experience to do something about it. That timing alone makes you wonder if we're approaching a destined moment in this story. But let's not forget the caution in the air. Rick Lagina, who's probably more emotionally invested in this mystery than anyone, remains grounded. He knows that every promising find can turn out to be just another piece of misleading history. But in his eyes, and you can see it if you rewatch the scene, there's something different this time. There's hope. Determination. And maybe, just a glimmer of truth finally breaking through centuries of doubt. And that's where you come in. This isn't just a passive mystery to watch from your couch. It's a living legend you're part of by following the journey. The more we engage, share ideas, and explore these clues together, the more we contribute to a movement bigger than just TV. We're part of a global effort to decode one of the most enduring unsolved mysteries of all time. And moments like this, the iron box, the gold glint, the eerie timing, they remind us that legends don't come from nowhere. They come from something real. So, fellow searchers, let me ask you one last time, what's buried at 100 feet beneath Oak Island? Is it a cleverly protected treasure, a warning from the past, or something even greater, a secret that could reshape our understanding of history? The next scoop of dirt might reveal the answer. Let's find it together.